In this video, I'm going to talk about how you've been deceived about weight loss and health, and the results that I and other people have achieved on the carnivore and keto diets prove this. And the big deception is that a calorie is a calorie. And this deceptive dumbing down of health and nutrition is at least partly responsible for where we are now. Now, I'm not a doctor or a scientist. And so when I think about complex health and science topics, I like to think in analogies. Analogies make it easy for me to understand things. And so in this video, I'm going to share an analogy with you and hope that it helps you to understand this topic. Just before we get started, a word from today's sponsor, the subscribe button. I've got a goal to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of April. And I'd really appreciate if you could join me by taking the split second right now to smash the subscribe button. And let's get to that 50K goal together. Thank you so much. So I'm not even going to touch the topic of calories at the moment. We're going to talk about this in a very different way. So let me set this up for you. Let's say you're running a business and you want an easy way to assess the competence of each of your employees. You know that some are doing better than others, but you want some numbers to show who's doing relatively better. And the natural way to assess employees is relative to each other. Let's use McDonald's employees as a simple example. McDonald's employees that work at the register. We've got 3 people, Andrew, Betty, and Claire. To design an assessment, we might have a score sheet where all employees are going to be monitored during the same busy period of the day. We could measure things like number of customers served, size of orders processed, time from order taken to order complete. And again, we're going to measure Andrew, Betty, and Claire during the same period, probably a 2-hour window. Andrew comes out on top with 100 customers served. Betty comes in second with 90 customers served and a number of large orders being processed. Claire comes last with 75 customers served and an extended time to complete some of her orders. Job's done, right? We now know that Andrew is the best employee, so we can fire Betty and Claire and look for more Andrews, right? Well, not really. Because any relative test like this doesn't take important context into account. For example, Andrew appears to make more money for McDonald's because for the amount of time he spends working, he serves more customers. But upon closer inspection, he doesn't take very much care handling the money, and as a result, he makes a lot of mistakes taking and giving back money to customers. And so, at the end of the day, Andrew costs McDonald's money in the time spent checking and rechecking the amount of money that his register is down and following up on that, and also issuing refunds to customers where it's necessary. Betty came in second, and she can put together big orders quickly. And she showed she can serve a relatively above average number of customers during the evaluated period. But upon closer inspection, she gets a lot of her orders wrong. She mixes up drinks, she gives out the wrong burgers, she misses orders of fries. As a result, she costs McDonald's money, with the manager having to follow up with customers and also wasted food. Claire came last because she serves her customers too slowly. She just didn't get through as many customers during that evaluated period. But if we take all the context into account, Claire did best. She's very careful and her cash draw was perfectly balanced. Her customers were happy, their orders were correct, and Claire was pleasant and engaged when she took their orders. And all this goes to show that relative measures often don't show us the real picture. They do give us something to hold on to because it's human nature to want to compare things. But they're often meaningless because the measures leave out important context, just like calories. A calorie is the measure of heat energy of a food. Take some food, put it in a machine, blow it up, measure the temperature change. And we can then see that a lump of low-fat cereal has less calories than a lump of saturated fat. So our assumption would then be that low-fat cereal would be so much better for us, especially with weight loss, than saturated fat would. But this is like saying Andrew is the best employee at McDonald's. We haven't looked deep enough, because calories from a lump of food don't mean anything. It gives us a relative measure between foods, but it's still meaningless, because it's what your body does with that lump of food that matters. It's how your body processes that lump of food. Your body doesn't care how many calories it measured by blowing it up, and neither should you. If you owned a McDonald's restaurant, who would you rather have working for you? I'd rather have Claire, because she works carefully and gets the right results. The result is what matters. So forget counting calories. Your body doesn't do it, so neither should you. Calories are BS. It's the results that count. Guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. And if you enjoy my videos and you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. Click the join button under this video or the first link in the description. Thanks again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.